Welcome to the North Carolina Department of Public Safety, Division of Adult Correction and Juvenile Justice. The North Carolina Department of Public Safety has 25,000 employees that include the State Bureau of Investigation, North Carolina National Guard, Adult Correction and Juvenile Justice, Law Enforcement Division, Emergency Management, and Office of the Secretary. We are excited that you have chosen to join our team of 1,300 hardworking juvenile justice employees across North Carolina. We believe that every employee can make a difference. Here at Juvenile Justice, we take pride in our success in preventing and reducing juvenile delinquency by providing the right service for the right person at the right time. We are committed to serving youth across North Carolina with enthusiasm and pride. The key to our success is teamwork. This is how we do it, each and every day. Through community programs, we focus on strengthening families, reducing delinquency, and supporting social institutions while intervening immediately and effectively. Approximately $22 million is allocated across North Carolina to subsidize local programs and services. In 2014, we served over 25,000 youth in community programs across North Carolina. Through court services, we provide intake where we receive and process allegations of delinquency and undisciplined behavior of juveniles ranging in ages from 6 to 20 years old in 30 districts across North Carolina. We assess the risks and needs of juveniles to provide the security for the community and for the juvenile's well-being. We make formal recommendations to the court and provide case management for juveniles placed on diversion plans or contracts, probation, protective supervision, commitment, post-release supervision, continuation services, and interstate compact. In our facility operations, we provide secure housing, mental health screenings, substance abuse assessments, and medical screenings in 6 juvenile detention centers across North Carolina. These facilities are for youth in temporary placement who are awaiting trial or a more appropriate and long-term placement. We operate 4 youth development centers in North Carolina, providing secure housing, mentoring, education, and therapeutic treatment. While in a youth development center, a juvenile undergoes a comprehensive screening and assessment of their development, educational testing, medical evaluation, and mental health. Since 1998, the population in our youth development centers has been reduced by 84%, which demonstrates our commitment and unwavering dedication towards serving youth and their families in our communities, as well as a decrease in juvenile crime rate. Through treatment and intervention services, we ensure appropriate clinical treatment and interventions for youth in facilities and programs. This unit also provides oversight of the educational programming in youth development centers, detention centers, and contracted community-based residential programs. All educational programs fulfill state and federal mandates of a traditional school system. Juvenile nutrition services ensures compliance with federal and state nutrition standards and menu planning in our detention centers and youth development centers. Treatment and intervention services also provides health care and social work services in facilities, which are critical to adolescent development. To show you how far we have come, let me take you on a ride through the history of juvenile justice in North Carolina and show you how we have grown. In the 18th century, children were treated and punished as adults. Over time, they were housed with older and more serious adult offenders. In early 19th century, there was a push to protect children from the influences of adult prisoners. There was a belief that treating child offenders was more important than punishing them. Rehabilitation and reform set the framework for North Carolina's juvenile justice system. In 1868, the framework for a separate court system for juveniles was established in North Carolina. In 1909, Stonewall Jackson Manual Training and Industrial School opened in Concord and is still in use today. The original buildings are still visible on campus, however, they are no longer functional. In 1915, the first piece of legislation was the Probation Courts Act of 1915, which defined dependent and delinquent juveniles, established probation officers for juveniles, putting youthful offenders on probation, committing juveniles to state or county training schools, separate trials for juveniles, separating juvenile records, and preventing youth contact with older and more serious adult offenders within the facilities. This piece of legislation later became the Juvenile Court Statute of 1919. In 1918, Samarkand Manor opened in Eagle Springs as the first state home and industrial school for girls. This campus was closed in 2011. In 1947, Dobbs School in Kinston opened. In 1968, C.A. Dillon in Butner was opened. In 1971, the General Assembly appropriated $1 million to community-based alternatives. In 1980, the revised Juvenile Code became effective, setting the maximum term in training school to no longer than an adult would serve for the same offense. In 1984, all North Carolina children being held for a criminal offense were removed from adult jails and holding facilities. In 1998, the Juvenile Justice Reform Act was passed, creating more effective prevention and punishment for children. In 1999, juvenile crime prevention councils were established in each county within North Carolina. In 2000, the North Carolina General Assembly enacted the cabinet-level Department of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention. This move also brought with it a huge shift from correctional to therapeutic treatment and the establishment of a comprehensive strategy. In 2008, Chatham Youth Development Center and Edgecombe Youth Development Center were opened. In 2012, the Department of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention merged with two other agencies and became the Division of Juvenile Justice within the North Carolina Department of Public Safety. In 2013, Juvenile Justice merged with Adult Correction into the Division of Adult Correction and Juvenile Justice. Each member of our juvenile justice team is essential to achieving our mission of reducing and preventing juvenile delinquency by effectively intervening, educating, and treating youth in order to strengthen families and increase public safety. We are excited that you have become a part of a long tradition and commitment of serving the youth of North Carolina. It's like putting pieces of a puzzle together. Through teamwork, commitment, and perseverance, we have made a difference in North Carolina. Each interaction with the youth can be the catalyst for change that can impact generations. It is our duty to be an influence for positive change. If you are motivated by helping youth learn, grow, and make positive change, if you are skilled in empowering parents to overcome challenges, if you value flexibility, creativity, optimism, customer service, professionalism, and accountability, our team needs you. So many of our employees were looking for a job because they wanted to get experience in working with youth at risk, but soon realized what a rewarding and visionary career they have chosen within juvenile justice because each employee counts. So welcome to Juvenile Justice. The Division of Adult Correction and Juvenile Justice is happy you have joined our team.